Scale weight, Gus. Big dump yesterday. 158.8. Let's see. Was Zamp. Fast forward 10-15 minutes. Last time you saw me, you probably would have seen me doing stomach vacuums in the bathroom or weighing myself. So we are now walking on the walking pad. I do this every morning, 45 minutes on the walking pad. And be productive in the mornings, guys. Let me show you something. First thing I'm going to do is read 15 minutes worth of the Bible. I've been making this a point to do this every day during this year, and so far it's been successful, and I don't see it slipping out of my routine. Next, we have client check-ins. I am prepping them, writing out notes on what I'm going to say in the check-ins. So when those check-ins happen later today after meal one, I am prepared and I know exactly what to say and adjustments that need to be made. Hydration in the mornings as always, 50 ounces straight to the dome, like 30 minutes upon wake. And my biggest tip is just don't be a bum in the morning, right? Don't hit your snooze button. Get up out of bed. That 6:45 alarm went on, bam, I'm up, right? Do not doom scroll on your phone. Win the morning, win the day. Be productive. Find a routine that works for you. It doesn't have to be anything crazy like a cold shower, but just don't hit snooze 3 times and doom scroll for the first hour of your day. Like even on the weekends, don't let that routine slip. Keep routine and structure is king in life productivity and physique development. Morning steps going down. Where's my 3-legged bandit? There she is. Look at that. She's getting more steps than you turd. Don't let my 3-legged bandit outstep you today, right? She goes with me every morning, dude. It's freaking impressive. One day I'm going to try to walk on one leg all the way around. I mean, it's actually a pretty decent walk. It's been about a month and a half since the move-in, and honestly, at this point, I'm pretty settled in. Like, it's a nice house. Like, obviously, like, you've lived at your one house for 18 years, right? You get used to it. So, like, at first, it was kind of hard, but dude, I'm so blessed, like, we have a house, like, I can't ask for any more, you know what I mean? So, it's all just a perspective thing. Like, you feel sorry for yourself at first. You're like, oh, well, I'm moving. And then you're like, look at this house that we got. Like, what else can I ask for? Like, we're all living together still. Like, it's a beautiful house. It's a nice house, big house. So, blessed. No complaints there. Check out this freaking, dude, I must have grabbed, like, my little brother's jacket. I don't know if you guys can see it, but dude, this is skin freaking tight. You talk about, if you stand next to me, you talk about making me feel good. Jesus, I feel freaking broad. You want to talk about frame mog? Come stand next to me right now with this jacket on. I'm frame mogging Ronnie Coleman. But I will catch you guys with meal number 1. I'm probably not going to make me chefing it up. Meal number 1, I'll probably just run through or show all my meals today. I eat the same 5 meals every day. So if you watch the last full day of eating, you'll be like, well, man, it looks the exact same. It's because it pretty much is. Actually, portion size have been moved up. I am now eating 600 grams of carbs on a training day, like 3,750 calories. The scale weight is rising now. Like, we've actually seen a pretty decent rise in the scale weight. So we will keep assessing that. If it does continue to creep up like fast, then I will pull back a little bit. Right now we're at 600 grams of carbs, and I will show you meal number 1. Bosh. Same meal. There's a ton of eggs, egg whites, more veggies buried under that bed of rice that you're seeing. So this meal is eggs, egg whites, salmon, veg, rice, got some fruit, apple, blackberries, and then I am just cracking on some client work. So yeah, same meals, same time. It's about 9 a.m. right now. Like, I fast for, what is that, 2 hours, 15 minutes. I think I woke up at 6:45 today. 9 a.m., I just like to get movement in before I eat, especially in a gaining phase, because I'm really not that hungry in the morning. So just getting movement, morning movement helps out, and especially in the first meal, because, like, I have so many carbs at this point. Like, I can't do just a trace carb meal, like fat and protein. So we're getting carbs in right away, and I recommend, if you're going to have a decent chunk of carbs in your first meal, get some movement. Yeah, we're going to devour this. I left my morning Joe in the kitchen, so I need to go grab that, drink coffee, and then do some client work. I have to set up a client, finish a client setup, send over videos explaining my Google Sheets. Shameless plug right now, if you're interested in cheap, affordable online coaching, 1 month free, guaranteed, hit me up, inquire through the link in my bio on Instagram, or DM me with any questions. So training day, 2,507 calories, 170 protein, 325 carbs, 60 fat. Rest days is about 200 calories less, 2,308 calories, 175 protein, 260 carbs, 65 fat. So your rest day and training day diets vary very slightly, right? So the difference between your training day and rest day is your pre-workout snack. Obviously, we're not working out on our rest day, so I took out the 50 grams of cereal that you're having in that meal. And then also on your training day, I want you to drink a intra-workout work block done, client set up, showered, looking fresh, gym fit on, we big dripping. I will show you, I'm going to go chef up my pre-meal. I will show you a picture. Then I don't know if I'll catch you pre-gym talk or post-workout frosted flakes. Plan of attack, devour the pre-meal, write out my logbook, quick 5-10 minute digestion walk, get everything moving, feeling empty before the session. Pre and intra stack, get that ready. Probably won't show you, but going to be getting that prepared. Then finish off the mission, back pump acquired, hopefully by the end. In about 3 hours time, we will be having a juicy pump. And then after, I will show you post-workout meal. And then I'm going to do a little voiceover of my leg day I did last Saturday. Legs and biceps, I'll voice over that. And then I'll probably just show you the rest of the meals the rest of the day. Intro pre-made. I gotta leave you off with something. I feel like I haven't been dropping any knowledge bombs on you here this video. So here we go. Pre-workout. First off, start caring about your training more. If you want to level up your physique, if you want to make real changes to your physique, training is the most important thing. If you're not stimulating the muscle, you're not going to grow muscle, right? You can have the best diet. You can be sleeping 8 to 10 hours a night, sleeping like a baby, right? But if you're not giving your muscles a reason to grow in the gym, they are not going to grow. So train hard. First off, that's the first thing you need to learn is intensity is king. But then you also need to be accurate in making sure your form, setup, range of motion, tempo is on point, and do not change your form during your set, right? Learn to train to a high standard and train freaking hard. Just start caring more. Care more about your training. Go into the session with a mindset of progression. Sets like a sniper, do not miss, right? I am looking to progress my sets, whether that's more weight, that's more reps, or that's better execution. One way I am trying to better every set. Every set does matter, right? It might not matter today. The workout you do today will do nothing for you today, or maybe not even next week. But in 2 months from now, these workouts that you're doing today will dictate your results 2 months from now, right? So just start caring more about your training. Go in. I'm not saying you can't go in and have a good time with your buddies, right? You can have a laugh. It can be a little social. But at the same time, when it's time to lock in for those freaking sets, you lock in and you get it done. All right, squad, we just hit our back and bicep session. You can probably hear it, but it's starting to dump balls. So I'm going to get home. Actually, I'll make a couple of videos for Instagram in my car. Head home, whip up the Frosty Flakes, 125 grams, baby. I guess that's one positive about bulking, right? More cereal. But yeah, I'll catch you at the post-workout meal. Show you that, then we will go over the voiceover of the leg day. And I don't know what else you'll get to see today, but we will see you then. Check this out, boys. I need milk with my whey. Thumbnail, by the way. Oh. Whey drip ASMR. Oh yeah, nice and thick, just how we like it. I'll give you a little top view. I know you want it. There she is in all of her beauty. Also do frozen blueberries with this just because fructose and glucose actually helps you uptake the carbs better. So if you're not eating your fruit with your meals, that's an excuse, right? You want to uptake those carbohydrates to be the most optimal. Eat your fruit with your meals, with your starches like your rice and your potatoes. Have a little fruit on the side like a little dessert. All right, boys, post-workout. We're going on the walk. This is where we will do the leg day voiceover video. So today is Tuesday. This is my legs and bicep session from Saturday. I will pop up the clips playing right now. So starting off, we went with a hanging leg raise, 2 sets. I start all my sessions with abs. It just gets me nice. I feel like it helps me brace, especially on leg day. And it's just it suits as a good warm-up, right? I just heat my body up, and I feel like doing that, I just like it. And if you do them at the end, you're going to put shit effort into them, and you're going to neglect them, right? So just hit them at the start. If you're trying to bring up your abs like myself, 2 sets here, I mean, pretty simple, guys. Hanging leg raise, slight bend in knees, drive your hips up to your chest and actually squeeze and contract your abs at the top. Everyone's like, well, they're too easy, they're too easy. Spend the time and actually control the movement and squeeze your abs at the top. Moving on, we go into, I hit calves. I did not get them filmed, I promise you, I did not skip my calves, but I do 3 sets of calves on a machine leg press. You're probably lucky I didn't get that filmed because who wouldn't want to watch calves? Then we go into biceps. So I hit biceps on my leg days. Why? So I can hit them with higher frequency. We've talked about it, my biceps suck. Smaller muscle groups like triceps, biceps, delts, you can hit with higher frequency because they can recover quicker. The more frequency, the better. Why would you do like 9 sets of biceps on one day when you could split 3 days throughout the week where you hit 3 sets each? Because the quality of that work is going to be so much better. Frequency is king, right? If you can hit a muscle more often with more quality sets, it's just better, right? Like you don't want to hit 8 sets of chest one day a week when you could split that into 2 days and hit 4 sets one day, 4 sets the other. I guarantee you the quality of that work is going to be a lot better than the 8 sets in one day. Because after 4 sets, if you're doing 4 sets after, they're going to suffer, right? So that's frequency. That's why I'm hitting biceps here. But I'm just focused. This is more of a lengthen bias. It's heaviest at the bottom. But yeah, biceps, elbow flexion. Move at the elbow. Keep your shoulders still. It's really that simple. Then we go actually onto the leg movement. So I go into a lying hamstring curl. 2 sets here. Important note is like, your butt should move a little bit, right? You should allow that to move because that's the only way you're going to be able to fully shorten your hamstring at the top. But you want to keep your back straight, your lower back straight. Like you don't want to be rounding, right? You want to keep that straight, and you'll see it here. Yeah, like my lower back straight. I'm literally, and don't just kick the weight up, right? Drag it up. It's a powerful drag. And on the way down, don't just think straight down. Think when you get it to the top, and you're lowering the weight down, think out as far as possible and then down. It will destroy your hamstrings. And then I don't fully lock out my legs at the bottom because I'm doing a hip hinge earlier, and I'm going to be hitting my hamstrings in the lengthened position later in the session, which you'll see here in a minute. Moving on, leg extensions. Make them nasty, guys. Make them nasty. Pull your hips down into the seat. Use a seat belt if you have one. Use straps. So you're strapped in, and drag the weight. Drag it out and then up as far as possible. Do not just kick the weight up and be bouncing it at the top. Own the contraction at the top. Squeeze your quad hard and control on the way down. And it's freaking nasty. If you can take a set of leg extensions to failure, you know how to train, right? A lot of people lose composure when doing that. So just make them nasty, man. Oh, leg extensions. We go into adductors, I believe. Just don't skip your adductors, guys. Don't be a wuss. Who cares if it's a good girl machine? Whatever. Hit your adductors. I made a reel on this. They're 20 to 30% of your leg. Biggest tip is keep your legs out as far as possible and put as little pressure on your heel as possible, because if you have a ton of pressure on your heel, on your adductor, you're going to get a lot of hamstring and quad. If you barely have any foot pressure, you're going to be loading the adductor. A slight pause in both end ranges in the stretch and at the squeeze at the top. Train them hard. They're not fluff work. These isolation movements, I do these before my compounds. And I'm treating these with the same respect as I do my freaking squat and RDL later in the session. It's not fluff work. Take these sets extremely serious if you want to maximize your leg results. And while I have you here, hit your legs twice a week and don't be a puss. Okay? I mean, the amount of people that I see that are just trying to avoid 2 leg days a week, it's like, come on, dude. Okay? Grow up. Hit them with 2 times frequency. Don't be that guy. You don't have to wear sweatpants in the summer, or else you're going to be dealing with a bad case of swamp ass. Okay? So, rant. Moving on. After adductors, what do I go into? I go into my Smith squat. So this is the back off set you're seeing here. So this is 2 plates and a 5 on each side. My top set, I went with 2 plates and 2 10s on each side. So 265 if you're a real barbell, but it's not. And I only got that for like 4 or 5 reps. I kind of bombed the set. I was pretty upset So this back off set, I think I got 8, and I honestly left a rep in reserve. Probably could have taken that 9th rep. Would have been 50-50. I don't know if I would have got it. But I called it at 8 because that was a rep progression. And I knew I had the big boy RDL coming in. So moving on. I mean, Smith squat, guys. Get depth. Hit your depth. Slight. You're going to see, like, I'm like, in my head during that set, I'm counting for like 1001, 1002. It feels a lot longer than what it is because you can see on the video there's really not that big of a pause. But think 1001, 1002, and you will take a slight pause in the bottom. But obviously, you can tell, like, it's not that long of a pause, but do control it on the way down. Slight pause, explode up. Pretty simple. I don't have a hack squat at my gym. If I had a hack squat or a pendulum, obviously I'd be doing that over a Smith squat. But, I mean, the Smith squat's a good alternative, and you can build big legs with it. So, RDL. Whew. Rough set. Took a load progression here. 295. Yeah, I think 295 for 5, but that 5th rep was not a quality rep. And I wrote down in my logbook, drop the ego, lower the weight next week. But RDL, biggest thing here, you're just going to see I round my lower back a lot. This weight's just too heavy for me as of now, and it's just taking a lot of tension off my hamstrings. But for an RDL, what you're thinking about, and you're going to see it still in my movement, like I'm initiating it by hips back. Act like there's a door open behind you and you're trying to close it with your ass. That's the best way, because a lot of people just go straight down and they get immediate, like, rounding of the lower back, which you can see I did too, but at least I get my hips back first. So think hips back, chest sternum down, and engage your freaking whole body. Engage those lats when you're freaking, act like you're bending the bar in half. And then brace like a mother on these RDLs, because when you get heavy, like you see, that's another thing I could have improved in this set is my bracing, right? Because obviously I wasn't bracing hard enough because you could see the immediate lower back spine. So learn from my mistakes, brace on these properly, and try to avoid the lower back spine, but the lower back bending. But like I said, biggest thing with RDLs or any hip, RDLs or SLDL is hips back. That is how you initiate the movement. Keep the bar as tight to your body as possible too. That'll help. Ending it off, I ended with a shortened bias bicep curl, like a easy bar with D handles. I just like adding those D handles just to give my wrist more freedom of motion. It's just more comfortable and I feel better in my biceps. But we ended it off with 2 sets here. So this is just more of a shortened bias curl with elbows in front of the body. So yeah, sets and reps I didn't really go over, but it was 2 sets of abs, 3 sets of calves, 2 sets of that lengthened bias bicep curl, 2 sets lying hamstring curl, 3 sets of leg extension, 2 sets adductors, 2 sets Smith squat, 1 set RDL, and then 2 sets of biceps tendon. But yeah, that was the session wrapped. And I'm going to end this clip here because I've about walked for 10 minutes, so I got my digestion walk in. Staying insulin sensitive, right? Getting those steps in. I already got 12K steps, so I'm good. I've overdone my steps for the day, but I will catch you guys when I catch you. Could be the ending clip of this full day in the life, or I might just show you my last 2 meals of the day, but I'll catch you when I catch you. Meal prepping up my meals for the remainder of the day, meal 4 and 5. The oats are in the freezer. Oats are better cold, and cream of rice. Cold oats hit the spot. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty tired. I'm pretty battered, so I think I'm going to shower up, put the blue light blockers on. It's freaking wind down mode. As you can see, it's getting dark outside, so wind down mode for the old Phipps Fit. But I will probably, like, this will kind of like be like my ending statement, and then I'll show you my last 2 meals. I'll just do a little video. Plan of action, so I just edited a ton of Instagram stuff, trying to stay pretty active on there. That was after post-workout meal and talk with you. And as of now, like, I'm just meal prepping the rest of the meals, getting meal prep ready for tomorrow. Prepare your meals, guys. It is not an excuse if you're busy to stay off track, to get off track, right? Stay on track, prepare your meals. If you're prepared, you got it, right? If you're already 1 step ahead. So don't use being busy as an excuse, but arm's getting tired holding you. Yeah, so I'm going to chill out on the couch, to be honest with you. Blue light blockers on. I'm pretty much in wind down mode from here on out. I just need to chill out, eat these last 2 meals, and hit the hay, if you know what I mean. So I appreciate you guys for watching, man. Another YouTube day in the life. Keep getting these out, just be consistent with it. That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing with social media, just consistency. So I appreciate you guys for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe, whatever. Do whatever you want. And you will see meal 4 and meal 5, and then that will be the end of the video. Meal numero 4, chicky rice. Oh, they want the chicken and rice. Stealing my gains.